What if your dad falls off the roof after being electrocuted while trimming tree branches? Or your boyfriend gets stung by a bee and goes into shock? Or a friend passes out after binging on alcohol or drugs? What if a teammate just falls over during a game? You think that you'll never be in a life or death situation, that it'll happen to somebody else, or somebody else will step up and know what to do and know how to help. But wouldn't it feel good to know that you will know what to do, that you know how to help? You know to call 911. But 911 takes time. There's traffic and distance, and the human body can only survive 4 to 6 minutes without oxygen before risking brain damage if they survive. CPR buys time. The American Heart Association posts on their website that the sooner CPR is administered by a bystander, the greater the chance of survival. When CPR is not administered, survival rate is 1 to 2%. They estimate that up to 200,000 lives could be saved each year if CPR were administered soon enough. Because of this, I am thankful that I know CPR. I learned when I was 15 to become a lifeguard, and I've been recertified every year since. Today, I'm going to demonstrate for you the basics of CPR. I'm only going to show you one situation of adult CPR, and I'm not going to go in depth about different life-saving techniques. It's important for you to more extensively learn CPR through the Red Cross or your school, and only by practicing CPR, supervised by a trained professional, can you learn proper life-saving technique. The two things I'm going to show you are, first, how to assess a situation, figure out what's going on and what's needed, and second, how to administer CPR if it's needed. Because knowing something is better than knowing nothing. So, let's imagine. You walk into your room and your roommate's lying on the floor. The first thing to do is to survey the scene. You want to figure out if it's safe for you to take another step, because you don't want to end up lying on the floor too. You got to make sure there's no electrical fires behind the fridge, there's no electrical currents running through the room, and there's no fog of gaseous smoke in the room. So take a moment, figure out what's going on, and once you figure out it's safe, you want to figure out if your friend's okay, if they're conscious. So you run up to them and you ask, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Because they could just be really tired after studying all night. Or maybe they're playing a practical joke on you, so you got to check. So after you figure this out and you ask and shake a little bit and you figure out they're not responding, what you want to do is call 911. This is the time to call 911. Make the call yourself, or go get someone else to do it. That's even better. Go tell someone, "Hey, my friend isn't responding, they're not okay, call 911. When you do that, after that's taken care of, you want to check and see if they're breathing. To do this, you're going to look, listen, and feel. You watch for their chest to rise, you listen for their breath, and you feel for it on your cheek. And you do that for 10 seconds. Once you've done that, and you've figured out that they're not breathing, you want to get them some breaths. You want to get them some air. To do this, you're going to give them 2 rescue breaths. To do this, you lift their chin, hold onto their forehead, you pinch their nose, and you're going to give them good, slow, deep breaths. You want to watch to see if their chest rises. Once you've done this, you want to see if they have a pulse. You put your fingers on their neck, and you wait for full 10 seconds, because it can be really shallow and really slow. And trust me, if they don't need CPR, they don't want it. So you wait. In this situation, there's no pulse. And now we are done assessing our situation. We figured it's okay for you to be there, it's safe for you to be in the room. They're not okay. They're not breathing, and they don't have a pulse. Now you're really glad that 911 is already on the way. But now your friend could use your help. And what you need to do is start administering CPR. To administer CPR, you do 15 compressions and 2 breaths. To do the compressions, You want your knees facing the body. You want your shoulders and chest over their chest. You want to have your arms straight, your hands overlapped, your fingers interlaced. You're going to put the palm of your hand on their chest in between their nipples. To do the compressions, you want to use your body weight and not your arms because you want to go about 2 inches deep. And it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do that up to 15 times. And then you do 2 more breaths. Just like before, lifting their chin, pinching their nose, long, slow breath. Watching for their chest to rise. And then you go back and do 15 more compressions, 2 more breaths. You keep doing the cycle for about 1 minute or about 4 cycles of 15 and 2, and then you recheck for a pulse on their neck, just like before, for a full 10 seconds. If they don't have a pulse, you keep going. 15 compressions, 2 breaths, rechecking the pulse. You keep doing CPR until either they regain a pulse, the paramedics arrive, or it becomes too dangerous for you to continue. Like if you were in the wilderness and there was hail or lightning or if there was oncoming traffic. So now I've shown you how to assess a situation, how to figure out what's going on, are they okay? Are they breathing? Do they have a pulse? And how to administer CPR with 15 compressions and 2 breaths. I hope that you never have to face a life or death situation, that you never have to remember CPR. But I hope that my demonstration makes you more familiar with these techniques and, even better, motivated to learn what you can do in those what-if situations.